This is more like it, guys. A NxtPaper tablet that I can live with without too many compromises. Oh yes, this, my friends, is the TCL NxtPaper 11 Plus. Let's find out what the fuss is all about. I'm hoping this shows up well on the camera, but side by side, the 11 Plus, which is the one on the right in the black chassis, is quite a bit thinner than the regular model. Even the camera bump, if you look closely, is at least 1mm shorter on the higher end model. The entire package is just more svelte to the hand and the eyes. Even if, as you can clearly see, and I've done multiple cleanings of this, the back panel builds up grease and fingerprints faster than a fried chicken joint, more so than even the regular model, I would say. There is also very little flex, so build quality is tight, but on the flip side, and a small niggle, I wish there was more distinction between the power and the volume buttons at the top right here. When you're quickly fumbling for the volume or to, snap pictures outdoors with gloves on especially, it's easy to accidentally turn off the tablet. I'm going to reiterate it here so that we can basically get the record straight. Yes, indeed, NxtPaper Tech has a nanomatrix lithography layer that cuts down on things like nasty glares and reflections, but there's also direct current dimming, backlighting, and software side voodoo magic at play here. And as you can see, things have really improved since the first gen. The colors are really nice and punchy, not as, strong as a regular LCD or OLED or whatever. And also, here's the thing, look at that, off-center viewing ain't its strong point. But really, guys, compared to the Tab 10 that I looked at last year, colors in this regular mode especially are handled so much better nowadays. Like the Gen 2 and this Plus that have NxtPaper 4.0, video content and images aren't like washed out hell and looking like hazy dream sequences, so that's a good thing. There's also 120Hz refresh rate on this, which is great for fast-paced shows, sports, or doom scrolling your socials, yada yada yada. Max brightness on this is about the same as the Gen 2, which means it's not super fun under direct sunlight. It works best in the shade and of course indoors. And speaking of brightness, something to note of, guys, is that the display doesn't dim low enough for nighttime reading, especially if you're wanting to compete with e-ink readers. This needs to have lower nits, so TCL, I hope you do something about that in the next gen. And here's the thing, everyone has different tolerances for these kind of things, so where possible, do try before you commit. Remember the light sensor that I said was in the worst possible location in the standard NxtPaper 11? It's thankfully on the opposite side. That means that if you're holding it in portrait, like I am with your right hand, for example, your thumb anatomy isn't blocking off the sensor. It's right up here on the plus. Aside from the display, hands down, my favorite feature is the dedicated NxtPaper button, which is located on the bottom right here if you're holding it like this, which can be set not just to cycle through all the different NxtVision modes like it's doing right now, and switching to just e-ink mode. This backlit button, which by the way can also be set to pulse when you get notifications, has also single, double, and hold instances that can be mapped to do things like launch apps, TCL's AI tool, toggle the flashlight, you name it. It's impressively comprehensive. And oh yes, the tablet can function as a second screen for your Windows PC, laptop, or Android device, either through Miracast or wired. Third-party apps can already pull this trick off, and even Samsung has second screen for its tablets, but it's nice to see it built in here. Now, I will say that it is laggy while doing it wirelessly, so I recommend a cable for the best experience. As much as I'll love to see a Snapdragon 8 Elite or Dimensity 9000 series powered tablet with NxtPaper, imagine that, we're probably not yet ready either for that kind of wallet drain. So what we have instead for now is a MediaTek Helio G100 on this thing. It still won't light anybody's underwear on fire, I'll tell you what, but it definitely wakes things up over the G80 on the standard model. Like, multitasking is that much smoother. Swiping between apps doesn't feel like stop motion either. Let me pull up this little split window. It is so smooth and much faster than before. UI micro stutters don't happen as often, and heat, thank goodness, is kept in check. Although I would dare say that RAM management, I've noticed, is still pretty aggressive at killing the number of background apps you have. Now, there are, of course, cameras in the front and back, nothing to write home about really, and honestly, I'll use them for scanning documents and the occasional video chat, and that's about it. And after just coming from, let me launch the camera app so you can see this. After coming from the cheaper Gen 2, I was surprised to see something missing. The panoramic mode is not here. So what's up with that? You know what? $250 in today's money for such a strong feature set is quite impressive and really hard to find, although I had hoped this tablet was built around a stronger processor. I mean, I'm sure this thing is swift enough for most users, but I just believe that this thing is crying out for more. It has so much potential, guys. And I honestly don't mind paying $75, $100 more for something fresher and with a better GPU. So TCL, are you listening? Next generation, please. Because if you do, things like multitasking and AAA gaming would just be fantastic, and followed by all your other amazing features right there, NxtPaper 5.0 and all that. And I wouldn't have any problem probably at that point recommending this as one of the best tablets value to performance ratio out there. But as it is right now, it's mid-pack. It's not great at everything. Unless you're looking at cameras, then yeah, it's like bottom of the barrel. But everything else is really fantastic. And if you're looking for an ebook alternative, something with more color push, something with better refresh rates, something beyond that, this is a nice middle ground. So yeah, that's my quick take on the TCL NxtPaper 11 Plus. Thank you for watching.